That's right, Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Rodney Sampson. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been innovating, birthing technology and media companies and causes from the ground up for the last 10 years. I navigate at what I call the intersection of technology and media, foreign politics, and the NGO and faith space. And my current initiatives right now, launching in October, are Every Child USA, and eFactor.com, which is the largest niche social network for entrepreneurs and investors.
Which is interesting because you really break it up between the individual, the social entrepreneur, and the investor and trying to manage them together. It's a great platform. It looks great right now. It's under beta right now.
Well, we launched 2 years ago.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. And 80% of our members are from the U.S. and currently we've had a little over 810,000 entrepreneurs to join the platform.
Awesome. And you've actually gone old school on mobile, and that was text messaging.
Sure. From 2004 to 2006, we aggregated ministers and pastors, influencers, to have their congregations or their ministry partners actually subscribe to a text-a-day service to receive an inspirational quote. And it was very successful.
Premium text messages?
Premium text messages.
What kind of cost?
$4.99 a month.
How much to the carrier? What was the split?
Back then, anywhere between 36 to 50% was taken by the carrier, and of course there were transactional fees from
So you're probably bringing about 20% of the whole thing, 20-25%, right?
Basically, because there was a revenue share back to the ministry.
How many subscribers?
We got up to 75,000.
So that's nice, consistent revenue. But that industry, text messaging industry, premium, what happened?
Well, it ran its course in terms of that type of premium content.
Right.
But it was also a bridge for me in terms of it inspired me to understand that based upon the target market that we were going after, that there was a consciousness of people that would complete a transaction over their mobile device. And I think wherever there's an obstacle, like for instance, you're motivating me so much right now because you're giving me all the failures and the can'ts and the can'ts. And in my history as an innovator, once you put the infrastructure in place, once you put the platform in place, once your publicist is on board, once you have celebrities on board, all that stuff is great. But then at a certain point, there's got to be a miracle of innovation that pops in as well. And so our team is inspired to prove that this is the future of how people will give to change the world.
Maybe you should look outside the United States. I mean, look at the success of Korea. Korea had this huge issue with the meat. Does everybody remember the meat ban happening in Korea, and Bush had, there was a huge issue around mad cow disease. And all the Koreans literally got together, and almost 30% of the population of Korea used their mobile phone to push the president, Moon Lee, into a specific position from mobile. We see in the Philippines, I mean, there's been overturning of government with mobile, because this is around grassroots. So it's not just about raising money, and I'm just wondering, if you want to bring people to your cause, how can you use mobile? I think premium text message is a good direction. How do you grow up from that?
Well, let's put what you're seeing internationally a little bit into perspective. The infrastructure in America, to some degree, stifles innovation. It causes a certain sense of complacency. When you live in an area where there is no platform, no infrastructure, and all you have is mobile, and there are no social, political, shareholders who say, I love mobile, but can I make my returns on my first investment in traditional infrastructure? They call it the death of distance. They are getting to that place consciously and where they have to respond.
So you're saying there's a barrier there already? All the obstructions are their barrier?
They're barriers and obstructions. So where we see the innovation at back home in America, and we did this company we co-founded back in 2000, where we took something that was just television. Everybody knew what TV was. And we evolved that into streaming media. So it's the same concept, and it was just re-educating the audience that, no, this is not streaming, this is just TV, and the platform is different. And so the same thing we're going to do with our Every Child USA campaign, because Dr. Seal and I, we travel throughout churches in our network, whether we're speaking or collaborating or what have you, and we see live call to actions in churches and conferences and summits where people are giving $10, $20, $50, $100. That means they're giving the money. They just have to be reacclimated to a new platform, and that's our goal to educate them, to expose them.
Have you seen what Olstein's doing in his mobile push? Does anybody, Olstein, probably one of the most famous ministers out there, he covers every form of media. His new mobile concept is when you're a subscriber to Joel Osteen, your mobile app locates other subscribers in the area that you're at. So like-minded people can come together with the app, which is pretty brilliant, by the way, and the app is $4 a month. So it's an ongoing, reoccurring cost on your credit card, so about $50 a year to have the app. We're all thinking go to iTunes and buy an app for $2.99 and it's done. He's saying let's do it recurring all the time. I think it's pretty brilliant.
Well, think about that for a second, if I may. That's a perfect example of what the example I just gave. Osteen pastors a behemoth of a ministry there in Lakewood, in Houston, rather. And people come every Sunday, every Wednesday night, like clockwork, to a centralized location, and they call that community. So the innovators on Osteen's staff took that concept of community, and they know people tithe, people give offerings to that type of community. So if I just move that community on another platform,
it works great.
Now I have a community. So you're not asking me to buy something, you're just asking me to connect with people that I'm already with. So what I envision in the future, over the next 12, 18 months, is really as relates to what we're doing and what we're all doing in the room. It's kind of an age of collaboration. I mean, it looks like you have a lot of NGOs, nonprofits here, and we're all exploring and using these tools. But unless the marketplace and the audience that we're going after becomes acclimated to these tools, it's up to us as the innovators to collaborate. I mean, when you're talking $5 and $10, I should be supporting your cause, you should be supporting my cause, because the more we support each other's causes rather than operating in isolation, because when you operate and build a kingdom for yourself in isolation, all kingdoms fall. But if we do collaborate together, then what happens is, if you've got 5,000 people in your database or 5 million people in your database, and we talk about each other's causes, they're all good causes. And if I have $5 or $10 in discretionary income today, you know what? I might just have it tomorrow, and I might just have it the next day. Specifically to Every Child USA, what we envision is just really transforming the consciousness of communities that we're targeting to actually embrace this as a way of just giving and giving back, and not just to others, but to themselves as well. And our campaign is one of collaboration. We're not depending on one specific campaign. So what we're doing is text, tweet, click. Of course, we're using text Child USA to 85944, so we're believing that's going to have some adoptability. We're also using platforms like Twitter, using a company called TwitPay that actually ties donations to a retweet. So we have a strategy around Twitter as well. And then we have, what has now become the old-fashioned click. Go to our website and basically click. That's proven.
Works great for charity work.
Absolutely. And we'll probably integrate cause. Our team is here. We're going to be integrating some other collaborative tools in that to make it a success.